Hello, welcome back to the Fish Locker Workshop. Today I'm going to be talking to you about live baits and how to catch them, specifically prawns. Now, it's very easy to pick up a little prawn pot like this. £2-3 quid. You get ones that are you get ones on eBay. This one comes from China. About 3 quid. Now, you get what you pay for. These aren't great. All they are basically is it's almost spring loaded. Once you open it up, there, it's got a little zip on the top to put your little bait, inside, a little pouch. It's got a zip to open it up. They're crap. They fall apart. These sides go. As soon as you get a velvet summer crab in there, it cuts all this mesh up to pieces. But they're not built to last a long time. If you're going on holiday, perfect. Couple of 3 quid. Once you've used it 2 or 3 times, chuck it in the bin. Don't need to worry about it. The problem that I have with these is you see these smouts here. They're too big. All that happens there is a crab will go in, eat all your bait, or if you get a load of prawns in there, a fish will go in there. If you're using a prawn pot, this style or one of the rounder ones I find best. If you're using one of those and you keep getting fish, like little wrasse or rocklings, or I even saw someone catch a mullet in it. They caught like a 2.5 pound mullet in one of these. It's because these are too wide. All you need to do is get some string or get some fishing line and just tie it up. The hole wants to be about that big, not that big. I'll show you how to set one of these later on, but right now I'm going to show you. This is going to be a little bit like Blue Peter. You start off with one of these, just a general standard. This was a water bottle, but lemonade bottle, Coke bottle, anything. I've used this method when I've been away on holiday, and I've just if you're struggling for fresh bait, it takes 5 minutes to make one of these. All you do, get your normal bottle. Now be careful. You want to cut it around about here. So if you pierce it, then use a pair of scissors to snip all the way around. Just like that. This is going to make your pot. Do you see where I'm going with this? All you need to do once you have these 2 pieces is either take your scissors and pierce a load of holes, or if you're doing this at home, just use a drill and drill lots of little holes in it. Now, on the edge, I find it's best when you line it up. If you can see that, make a little V. There you can see, so that you know what the orientation is, because what you're going to do is you're going to drill a couple of 3 or 4 holes through both this and this when it's in there. So that fits in place like that. You're going to drill through both pieces so that you can connect a string like that. Now this pot in itself, all you do there, cut up a little piece of sandeel, a little piece of mackerel, whatever fish you can. Just push it in the little hole there. It'll sit in the bottom of here. You can use anything like this, just a little handful of pebbles. There. Get a couple of pebbles in the bottom of there. You could even get a little 2-ounce lead, drop that in there, just something to give it a little bit of weight. Just something to give it a little bit of weight there. And what happens is all the scent escapes out of all these little holes, and your little prawns come round, can't find the only way in, go in there, can't climb back out again. Really simple. And all you need to do now is find yourself somewhere like a rock pool or the side of a jetty or a pontoon or a pier, or even if it's just clean sand and you've got a couple of rocks. See if you can get 2 or 3 of these with a little bit of baiting. Put them on there and then put the rocks around them. So you build the rocks up around them. Don't crush them. Just build the rocks up around them, and then wait for the tide to come in. And when the tide goes back out again, go down there and you'll find it works for blennies and gobies, and use them as live baits. Or you can, what we're after really is shrimps and prawns. Now you will get little tiny crabs in there, because little tiny crabs will fit. But the big doggers and the edible crabs and the velvet swimming crabs, they won't go in there. It's a little tip for you. Now we'll go and get them shot. You can see there, like I was talking about earlier on, made the snout slightly smaller with a little piece of fishing line so that it'll get shrimps rather than crabs. Now that's tucked right in at the edge. If you're too high, close to the surface, you won't get any prawns. And if you're too close to the seabed, it'll just be full of crabs. You can see there, it's just along the side of the pontoon. This is all where all the prawns live. All that's going to happen is I'm going to get a piece of this weed, cover it over to give it some shade, and then we'll come and check it in a few hours. Now this prawn pot down here, I'll just show you real quick. It's just tucked in right next to the pontoon. Now there was a lot of weed cover on it last night. Because that's all drifted off, it's actually set a little bit too high. I'm going to lower it down. We'll see if it's got anything in it. Yeah, look, I don't know if you can see, but it's actually already picked up a couple of prawns. Now it is early on in season for them, so if you're catching them already, I'm going to reset that a little bit lower, and I'm going to show you. Yeah, it's just suspended alongside the pontoon. It's only maybe about 2 foot down. Any deeper and you're in open water, so there's going to be no prawns, because they all live in all this along the side. So if you suspend it just parallel like that, it seems to work best. Let's go and check the other ones. There, look, this is best. When you can get a little bit of cover like this, just a little bit of seaweed. Oh look, a little tiny baby pollock down there next to it. Just suspended near the side like that. Simple as that. And we've got another 2 or 3 in there as well. There you see, no time at all. There's 10 little live prawns. Perfect bait for bass. Now, there's nothing wrong with eating them yourself if you get enough of them, but I prefer to use them for bait.